Season 5.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, to season 5 of The Thread of Gentlemen.
Okay, that's it. This episode is called The Glow of a Pervert because we all sound like perverts.
It's just how no.
Gentlemen.
It's just how we're starting this season. We're already going in with the perverts. Like, it's been 5 seconds.
I was trying to think today as we're starting season 5. I was trying to think, what are some of my favourite fives? Do you remember that fruit juice, Five Alive? That was
Alive.
fucking banging, right? Johnny Five, the robot. Do you remember that film?
Don't really remember Johnny Five particularly, but yeah.
That was a fucking great.
The good
great
old
thing.
crisp high five.
The high five, the famous
Band
five.
five.
No,
Yeah.
not the band five.
Yeah,
The
band five.
Everybody get up. Come on, man.
Nah.
Look me in the eye and tell me I'm wrong with that.
Listen, 5 will not make me get down now, you know.
That's not what we're here for. We're here for perverts and poo.
Hello and welcome to The Thread of Gentlemen.
A podcast where we take a kamikaze dive into the best.
And often worse tales the internet has to offer.
I'm Johnny.
I'm Ben.
I'm Charlie, and without any further ado,
I think we need to get this show started.
Oh, right, guys. Shall we kick off season sunk? I had to think about that for a second. It's been a long time since I've done French.
let's do it.
Rewind.
Who wants to go first?
Go on then.
You were about to tongue the orifice of season 5. You're gonna stick your tongue in there, then a finger, and you're gonna pull it open, and we're all gonna climb inside. And listeners, you're on this journey with us.
This is one of those buttholes, though, that when you look at it, you go, oh, something's been here before. Yeah. Enjoy a sip, Charlie.
This looks like someone's punched a donut. Like when you see a really fucked old brown leather couch.
A really, really shocked and petrified carp, you know what I mean? Just it's breathing.
A shocked and petrified carp. Oh, good lord above.
And if anybody didn't know what we're talking about the bits from behind.
We're not going there again.
Your dark patches.
Oh God, maybe that's what this episode should be called. The Dark Patches.
Your fleshy purse tunnel.
Your coffee pot.
Your balloon nut. Bits. Oh, this story is called I Hate the Tube. Well, I hate the tube too, because the only story that I remember from the tube on this show was somebody getting sneezed in by another person.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you, when these stories started flooding in, I picked this one very specially as a nice vintage. This is a good year. It might top the sneeze, and I deliberately didn't want Charlie reading it because I want him to react to it in real time to see if we can get him again. Because a little geary wretch is all I need to get me through the day. You know?
All right, go for it.
John, I just read the first line.
It's a good one, isn't it?
Yes. Charlie, just, okay.
Right,
We're dropping the tone.
You might want to fill up that glass. Okay, yeah, you might think the 7/7 bombings would be the worst thing to happen on the London Underground, and you'd be wrong. Well, I think we'll hear the story. You can make your case.
Yeah,
We'll run it through the filter. I just want to remind our audience, we didn't write this. We just received it.
This ain't us. This is someone else.
Okay, so setting the scene. Imagine the Jubilee, Canning Town, West Ham, in rush hour on a hot summer's day. Okay?
Yeah, been there. Sucks.
New Yorkers,
I can smell it.
Parisians, and anybody that's been in a hot, sweaty arsehole will know the feeling.
Yeah.
Outside of that, you know, if you've got a metro... But I've been in metros in Europe and they're quite spacious.
Yeah,
they're quite nice. Yeah. Just we've got a Victorian gaper as our
I've got a really funny story. I had a friend that went to Paris for a work trip. And like most of the Paris metro is like really nice. but they got one thing. I can't remember what it's called. It's called the LRL or whatever. There's like, think of it like an old like Elizabeth line. Like it's not quite the underground, but just like it still does underground through the town. Like no aircon, it was hot as fuck, busy as fuck. There was a homeless guy on there, and he just stunk. And my friend was saying that his shoes were falling apart. So he had this, it's not his big toe, his second toe was just waving at him on the Paris Underground.
Charlie, you're just laughing at poverty.
Oh, mercy. Yeah, sorry. That's my story. Imagine just being on a foreign underground and you got a homeless guy's toe coming out of his shoe and waving at you. Oh. Go on.
I'm going to try and get through this. Oh, that's going to be in my nightmares.
So far we've got a terrorist attack and
Canning Town.
a tramp with broken shoe.
So that might be my highlight of season 5. So, there is a woman standing between the seats facing the right-hand side of the train. And she's visibly pale, so she must be British. I never understand why people don't just get off when they're feeling wabby.
Wabby. I mean, I get it. It perfectly defines the feeling if she's not feeling well.
I mean, I like the thing is, the logic behind getting off the train is there, but he's like, I never understand why people don't get off. I go, because London's a big fucking city and they want to go home.
Yeah.
And we know what our transport's like. You get off that train, you don't know whether the next one's coming.
Yeah.
So, the woman proceeds to do she does a Team America level of vomit over another commuter. No, you're just like the shaking. Imagine if that sad, violent music was playing as well. She vomits on a commuter, a stranger sitting on the seat directly beneath her. I imagine Noel's house party. A Noel's house party gunge tank.
Oh God! Imagine that, right? So you're sat on the train. You've done a shit day's work.
It's hot.
Your commute, it's hot. Your commute is almost as stressful as work on the way back. And then you're thinking, the day is over. And then you just look up and receive chunks.
But it's the beige tube of anger. Fuck.
But if you phone in sick. If you phone your boss and be like, I'm not coming in, I was just sick on the tube, they're going to be like, you're being soft, whatever. If you phone in sick and just be like, someone was just sick on me on the fucking underground, I'm going home, and I'm not, they're going to be like, fair enough, take the day. Don't book it off, just...
that's rough. Because also, hot day, smell.
I'm
also the guy that if I smell it, I might. So you
it's a chain reaction.
It's a chain of vom.
That's not what you want.
So poor woman who is sick, looks like she's about to pass out. A poor woman who got the gunging is absolutely freaked out. So basically everyone's just losing their shit at this point. People are passing her People are passing her the metro to try and clean herself up. I love it. Just even one of our greatest sources is still being helpful to somebody in a terrible situation. Not that it helped really. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck is a newspaper going to do except trap her in like a fucking, fish and chips?
It's going to shift chunks.
I guess
the wet's not going anywhere.
I guess you could use it for scraping. That's like the only thing you could do, like to get the cat food off your chin.
Move stuff away. Oh man, you got to get off at the next stop. You got to get a bottle of Evian. You just drown yourself in it. Don't care what it is. And then,
Evian, no, Red Square. You need Russian love to get you through that.
It is the only thing that will shift pain. The smell was utterly insane. Surprised it didn't start a chain reaction. Ding, right here. Unsurprisingly, the whole carriage was empty at West Ham. Heinous. Love the pod, gents. We love you too.
you so much for sending that one
Yeah. Nice one, man.
I still go
That's
sneezing's
horrible.
worse. Sneezing in the mouth has still got me. Because here's the thing as well.
Nah.
The sneezing in the mouth started with vomiting down the side of the carriage. So that had both in there.
It did have both, but at the same time, I would think I would rather take a sneeze than vom. I think because it's a thicker, more visual thing.
I will give you this. The sneeze is one and done. It's there. You've got the
Yeah.
herpes already. Whereas
Yeah.
you've got a trichomen sick.
Oh.
Many people have witnessed.
You're going to smell that all the way home because it's on you.
Could she not have fucking just crouched and just done it on the floor? Did she have to like be like fucking
I imagine like if you opened a can of Pringles, poured like a bottle of Evian in it, and then shook it. That's what happened to that poor person sat down.
yeah, minestrone
Just like-
soup in a Pringles tube.
Yeah, soft potato water.
Some of the juice from the surströmming as well, just to add the real depth of flavour.
Yeah, that
Somebody
chicken
out
noodle
there
soup
has,
in your lap.
has had surström thrown at them, and I've got to believe that item of clothing just can't be cleaned.
Oh, you guys have given me a fantastic idea for content.
Go fuck yourself.
Okay, who's ready for another story?
I'm so ready, man. Let's keep seven. Let's keep seven.
Let's
keep seven.
let's semen.
This one is called
Let's see,
the
man.
Quick Thinker.
Okay.
I heard this one from a friend, and I reckon it's ripe for the podcast.
Ripe.
Right. A friend of mine goes out to the bar, gets absolutely hammered, and ends up hooking with some girl at her house. They both pass out immediately after sex, naked.
Nice.
Good start.
Yeah.
A few hours later, friend wakes up and realizes that he shit the bed. So he does what any other total genius would do.
Run.
Takes some of the shit and wipes it on her butt crack. Heads to the bathroom to clean up. Then gets the hell out of there before she can wake up, making it look like she was the one responsible for the bed shitting. Genius. Okay, let's unpack this because yes.
100%.
Yes.
And I'm going to unpack it for you. Have either of you two seen June 2?
No.
No.
Have you seen June 1?
No.
No.
Okay. Basically, the short premise of this is Space Jesus, okay? And Space Jesus' name, or the one, the one who shall come and save us, is Lisan al-Gaib. We found him. This is the Lisan al-Gaib.
Right, okay.
Right.
Yeah. He's the one that we've been
that's-
waiting for. You know why? Because we prophesied the day where one would come from the heavens and leave the hat.
But he
We've waited a long
did
time for the
better
hat to
than
be
leave
left.
the hat. He then wrote someone else's name in the hat and walked away.
And left the hat.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, really, what he did is he created a new hat because there was one problem, and now there's two.
Although the more I think about it, there are some flaws in this because everyone kind of like knows their own fragrance.
Also, he's got shit on his hand, so that's quite a big thing.
That's like caught brown-handed.
Yeah, because if she wakes up, she's like, "Oh no, I've pooed." Why is there handprints in it? Why is it on the door handle? But like, what kind of hand motion do you use? Do you use the scoop to apply it to her, or do you sort of, I don't know, elbow it in? I don't know what they're into. But
Spider-Man, it just kind of...
Oh, what, he Jackson Pollocked it?
yeah, he trebucheted some shit at her. All right, season 5 keeps a rolling. This story is okay. This might be a dangerous one because it's called "Damaging My Mother-in-Law's Arsehole."
Okay. All right. Titles.
I'll listen.
Titles, pretty on the nose, but...
I don't have to comment on this one.
Hashtag bemused. All right,
Go
okay.
on, John.
This, it becomes immediately clear in the first line. I had sex with I'm an I'm an avid chili pepper grower.
Right.
Okay, here we go. This season,
Okay.
I've grown more than ever before. I grow mainly chocolate habanero and Trinidad scorpion. They sound delicious.
Yeah.
Trinidad Scorpion.
Trinidad
That's-
Scorpion, I believe, are very, very spicy.
That's going to come with some attitude, I
Yeah,
believe.
that's going to be an angry one.
I mean, you could just say chili hot. I'll believe you.
That's going to be mint cornetto in the fridge. Take that flake out and rub it round the hole. Right, okay, so he grows chocolate habaneros and Trinidad scorpions. If you're not a chili fan, then all you need to know is that these are punishingly spicy. Okay. Due to having a bumper crop, I've cleared out all of last year's sauces and oils to make home for the latest batch. Most went to friends and neighbours, but I had a batch of chili oil, which was nothing but heat and trauma.
Nice. Nice.
I feel like names of chilies are basically the same as like strains of weed. It's just like come up with something super creative because it's just the more creative, the more fucked up you get from it.
Yeah, like place name and then some form of torture, like Guantanamo water bottle. Oh no, wait, that one's already taken. Okay, right, so listen, we're going to breeze past it. Season 5, doesn't matter, we're going to breeze past it.
Alien ass fucker.
Yeah. But I had a batch of chili oil, which was nothing but heat and trauma. So instead of passing it on, I poured around 5 litres of it down our toilet. That's a lot of chili oil.
That's dangerous.
All right, get the stains off.
That's no, it's a waste of good chili oil.
Yeah, I guess maybe
why
it
did
was...
he go down the toilet?
because he had a bumper crop. He had to throw out all of last year's shit.
But
And you know as well that chili oil is going to be getting hotter and hotter and angrier and angrier.
Is that, like, as a sort of very, very new to the chili game thing, is that does it mature into sin?
I don't know. It seems like it, but I might just be getting weaker with age. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. So he poured 5 litres of it down the toilet. Then I went out for coffee and cake with the family, including my mother-in-law. Okay. Also, hang on. Isn't the oil's just going to sit on top of the water? So when you flush it, it's not really going anywhere.
yeah, it's just going to sit on top, surely.
It might deglaze some stains, though.
Yeah, true.
Maybe this is where it comes from. Get the old Poseidon's kiss.
Might clean out those old skiddies.
No, that's I think if you put the chili oil in, it becomes Hades' leg.
That's really good.
Oh, that's going in the book, isn't it? Right. As you might know, French cafe toilets are often sad places.
I don't know that.
Are they? I'm imagining there's a mime handing out lollipops, but I'm just...
That, or it's just, very pronounced blowjobs happening all the time.
Yeah, mime giving out lollipops. So they didn't like the toilets. So the fam came back to mine after coffee for a quick comfort break. So a shit, before going for an autumn stroll. My mother-in-law dashed to the loo first. The coffee and I have no idea what this is, Geary. Galloys? Cake.
There's a lot of shoulder shrugging for our audience. No one knows what
Never heard of
that means.
And none of us can talk for some reason. Okay, so the coffee and cake had powered through her, and she must have unloaded a tremendous high-speed shit straight into the unflushed chili oil. We didn't even flush it. Oh.
At least attempt.
God.
Fuck.
Damn. Oh, right. So the oil had splashed back, and Poseidon's kiss was causing grievous bodily harm to her ring piece. Christ on a bike.
That in slow motion, just that orange oil just reaching up, and then and it's just there, and it's just...
You know, sometimes when you have Poseidon's kiss and your hole isn't completely closed, and you get a little stray one that you're like, oh God, that touched a lung, because it's always really cold. Imagine that, but with chili oil. Like,
Wow.
You're gonna have to get a finger in there. You're gonna have to.
The internal temperature of your intestine drops a degree.
Yeah.
As a result. Yeah. Why does it always get the hole?
That's not. I think at that point, if it goes inside you, it's Casper's finger.
I don't know, because if it's cold, do we not call that Jack's finger?
Oh yeah, nice. Like it.
But seriously, why does it always get the hole?
I was going to go really...
There's a physicist out there on YouTube
Gonna
who's
answer
answered this.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah.
maybe
well,
some gravity,
equal and opposite reaction. It's going to Comes out of there, it goes up there.
So anyway, yeah, it's splashed back into her ring piece. We heard muffled swearing before she stumbled from the bathroom, saying that she needed a sit down. I don't know whether sitting down's going to help. Praying, maybe.
Bit of milk up the top.
I wonder if the chili oil was so hot that she poured milk in there, like a baby bell would fall out. Anyway,
Little demons would fall out of her.
right. So
Ferment into an old French cheese just to follow up with the cake.
yeah, exactly. Or like a cheese dip, like get your mini breadsticks ready. Mother-in-law's coming round. Everyone thought that she was a bit drunk as she'd had cognac in her coffee, but she was squirming in discomfort on the couch and eventually admitted that she had a nasty case of super hot ring sting. It's now 3 p.m. Mother-in-law's used an entire bottle of calamine lotion and is crying upstairs.
Yeah.
We didn't have our pleasant walk to the Champs Élysées. My wife isn't talking to me, and my father-in-law thinks it's hilarious, and the entire family knows the workings of my snooty mother-in-law's burning anus in intimate detail. I mean, right, I don't see that as a problem. That's a bit of a win. If she's a snooty bitch, yeah, chili oiler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right
absolutely.
up the fucking gollard there. Just, yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, the story didn't go the way that we were expecting it to, which is, I suppose, it's a victory, considering that usually it's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a title like Destroying Her Anus, I had genuine concerns for that it was going to involve an umbrella. It was her burning.
It's funny, by
burning.
the way, that everybody didn't go to the, like, oh, we believe that you've got chili up your ass. They're like, she's been drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the cognac.
Deborah is hammered.
Subtext of that, she's got a problem that nobody's willing to talk about.
Yeah, they just laughed at whatever the issue was. No one helped.
Oh, she's run over a pedestrian again. Must be the cognac.
All right, guys, this is Johnny. Just letting you know that we have a brand new Thread of Gentlemen YouTube channel where you can watch us record this episode and many others like it. We've got lots of exclusive content over there, like our Stinky Fish Food Challenge. So if you're a fan of the podcast, you're enjoying the show, make sure you come hang out with us over on YouTube. Just search Thread of Gentlemen on YouTube and hit that like and notification bell. All the best.
Okay, so these are all things that people have said that people have kind of said about other people, and some of them are utterly ridiculous.
Okay.
Okay, so this person, two stories stand out. One, he said he was a Gulf War veteran, except, dude, you were born in 1981 and the Gulf War was 1991 to 92. No.
Yeah, but, child soldiers are a thing.
Well, you're not wrong. Second one, his uncle had taught him to fly an Air Force jet. By his telling, his uncle was a mechanic in the Air Force. They had one jet that apparently nobody could fix, but this uncle, through sheer mechanical savantism, fixed the jet. The Air Force, ignoring all fiscal law, apparently was so grateful to this mechanic they gifted him the jet. He then flew the jet to our tiny local airport, where he taught my acquaintance how to fly it.
That's amazing. They're like, oh my God, nobody can fix this $3 trillion piece of equipment, but you've done it. Tell you what, let's tax that off.
Yeah.
But
also,
we all know
we'll
these
give you a
people.
lifetime supply of fucking jet fuel.
We do all know these
Everyone
people.
out there will know of these kind of people and work with these people, and they are hilarious.
Why is it when you said that as well? In my head, I was the person being told the story from the guy who was making it up, and immediately my head went, "Oh, fuck off, Greg."
Yeah, it's always like, why is it always a Greg? Always a Greg.
Or Kevin.
You just thought he's like, yeah, that's my uncle, but decorated war veteran. You just pause silently. You go, fuck off, Greg.
My auntie invented the comma. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Listen, there's some gold here. Okay, so this one, Taekwondo a couple of years back.
Oh God, there's always a fucking karate taekwondo bullshit. Yeah, okay. How many black belts have you got, dickwad?
The guy had no friends, but he had the wildest stories. He told me how he was lost in a field with nothing but a machete, decided to throw it, and it killed a cow.
So he couldn't see the cow. He just threw it, and the universe put a cow there.
He got his cow.
Fucking Steven Seagal wannabe.
Cows are not camouflaged in any situation except for maybe an oil spill in Antarctica.
And even then they're in the way.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. This one guy said that his father worked for Nintendo. His father was my maths teacher.
By the way, Greg also owns samurai swords.
Yeah, and the wardrobe from The Matrix.
Yeah, and he shows all of his first dates his ninja throwing stars.
And by dates, you mean people in the park.
Yeah.
Or cows.
Hookers.
Yeah, or cows, yeah.
Shows the neighbour's pets. They're throwing stars at full speed.
The thing is, they're just not deep enough to kill it, so it's just a bunch of cows who are just pissed off. Because they've got fucking stars like 2 centimetres in. They're blunts and they just bounce off.
If that was true, that poor cow's just existed, and then, shock cutlery. Like,
Yeah, there's just a roar, and that's just the cow going, oh no, it's Greg.
it's the cow going, fuck off, Greg.
All right, so this guy had a friend who quoted a ridiculous marathon time in an official marathon where they post the results and times online.
Right.
Yeah. That's
You know,
not
I did a 1 hour marathon too. Yeah.
Fucking.
Someone knew someone who said they held their pee in for so long they lost their sense of smell.
Can happen.
What did it
sense of smell? Just
Did
like,
it fill their nose up? Like,
bro, I didn't pee for so long.
Yeah, but someone's, I'm blind to one eye. I held my pee for so long. No.
All right, Greg.
Greg, wind it back, Greg.
Okay, I no longer have this friend, but he used to claim that one, his dad was in Green Day. 2, Green Day taught him how to walk and talk. 3, he lived in Hollywood for 1 day of his life and met several hundred celebrities during that day. He was the fastest runner on the planet, but his mum told him to disguise his actual speed because people would make fun of him. His dad was also a video game developer and made special games for him as presents. His parents got him a bazooka for Christmas. He had a Pokemon called Mew 3. And he was Hitler's great-grandson.
Ooh. You know what's really funny? At that point, you go, all right, I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
You can have that.
Yeah, I believe that.
I'll get you tickets to Argentina, mate. Weird brag.
Very weird brag. This one's great. There was a guy called Sean, and I went to high school with him. He didn't seem to have any awareness of how ludicrous and totally unbelievable his stories were. And when he told his stories, he conflated the tepid reactions of embarrassment and disbelief for expressions of disinterest, so he'd make the stories more unbelievable. The stupidest one he ever told was basically this. So I was at the beach on the weekend, surfing, and as I was catching a wave into shore, this great white shark came right up beside my board. So I hopped off my board and onto the shark's back and then rode him into the shallows.
I have no breath left in my body.
So this guy kind of went full sort of Captain Nemo Aquaman and rode a shark into the shallows.
Yeah.
Where it promptly ate him.
I hope it bit his dick off.
Yeah.
But I mean, so here's my problem with this. And like, I really want...
Well, it's bollocks is the problem
Break
with
it down. What part of it fell apart for you, Sean?
But like, people will say this and they will fully believe what they're saying. And they'll just commit to it. And you could ask them questions and they'll just be like, oh yeah, they'll just answer something. It's like that kind of Boris Johnson of just kind of like, just wing your way through the next couple of minutes and then something, everyone will kind of forget about it.
And then accidentally your Prime Minister.
Yeah. I make a confession in this because I actually think I'm the worst person in this scenario because I've known several of these people, right? And 2 of them are like worse contenders. By the way, I didn't fart. There was a bit of dust in front of my face. For listeners who can't see, I just randomly wafted. And I fart all the time, so you can believe me when I say that I didn't.
Yeah, he'd claim it.
The thing is, I'm the worst person in this scenario because I'm the guy who's like, even though I'm like, oh no, that's all going on in my head. My face is going, oh, feigning interest.
Yeah.
Because I'm too British to turn around and go, fuck off, Greg.
Yeah, fuck off, Greg. I love that. fuck off, Greg, because it just sums it up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like, fuck off, Greg. They're like, my name's Steve. And you're like, that's right, Greg.
Fuck off, Greg.
Yeah, fuck off, Greg. No, it's not Greg.
Not anymore.
Well, listen, audience out there, if you have any fuck off Greg stories of friends that are just kind of say absolutely made up bullshit, please send them in because we want to do more of these because I think they're really good.
We also want to put Greg in a trebuchet.
I nearly bought a trebuchet.
Oh.
I thought I did. I thought as well. Like I put it in my Amazon basket, and then I got a few other things, and like I was expecting it to arrive, and it didn't arrive. That's a really boring story that I didn't buy a trebuchet, but I nearly bought a trebuchet.
I mean, the thing is, for anybody else that you were telling that at the pub, they'd be like, fuck off, Greg. But we'd be like, nah, he'll do it.
Yeah, he will do it.
I've seen him Google it.
Did I show you? We got some more people keep sending us trebuchet stuff. And someone sent us Steve Trebuchemi or something.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, saw that.
I'll be honest, this thing is starting to stick.
Yeah, I wish it wasn't.
Yeah.
I think we've done higher caliber of things than just
this
saying
is
the
like
word
a fly on shit,
trebuchet.
John. You can waft, but they're coming back.
Oh, guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. The first episode of season 5.
First episode of season 5. How far we've come.
Seamlessly edited together.
I don't know what you mean. We're talking about me. Fuck off, Greg.
Several hours later.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. See you all next week.
All the best.